Hey guys, I'm Julia,
And I'm Tanya.
and welcome to our podcast.
Unserious 50s,
That's right.
where we talk about everything and nothing.
We just talk about life. It'd be, deep conversations or, a little laughter, which we'll probably get a little laughter here. Just talk about life.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So today we want to talk about midlife,
transitions.
the transitions, all the fun things that happen with being our age. So yay, we've got menopause, we've got kids have moved out, probably.
That's a big one.
Yes.
For a lot of people.
Yes. Some of us are starting over. I've been starting over for like 15 years now.
Yeah.
So I still haven't decided what I want to do when I grow up.
Right.
We have that. We have aging parents. So we have a lot. We have a lot on our plate.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll get to all of that, but
I'm just saying.
yeah.
That's just some of the stuff.
Right.
So one big one is our kids moving out.
Yes.
Going to college, getting their own life.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm not quite there yet, sort of. I mean, I have kids in college, but they haven't moved out completely. So that's been kind of, since the last one. So as you know, y'all don't, but so I have my older one. She's going to be a senior. And then the youngest one just started. So that left me without anyone.
Yes.
Except for all the animals. Y'all, I have 4 dogs. Wait, I feel like I have 4 dogs. I have 3 dogs and the cat. And they keep me busy. So you could say I'm an empty nest, but not really.
Not really.
I got 4-legged creatures now, not 2-legged.
Yes.
But,
well, I mean, having kids in college, that's a whole other level.
Yeah.
Because they think they're independent and, think they don't have to, do the things that they used to do. They think they don't even have to communicate with us.
Yeah. True. And it's great because you want them to fly and go to, be independent and that kind of thing. But at the same time, I'm like, hey, I haven't heard from you in over a week. Can you please call me or just send me a text and thumbs up,
Yeah.
Just
a sign of life.
Yeah. My youngest, as you know, I'm always complaining, like, I haven't heard from him. He's not responding. I haven't talked to him in 2 weeks. Like, he's really bad because, honestly, he does not ever call. And that kind of makes me sad. And I told him the other day, I'm like, can you please call me? He's like, I do. I'm like, you only do it when I ask you to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and I'm just saying boys. I feel like, maybe I'm wrong. You have girls, but I feel like the girls just are better at that. Maybe just the contact, but he was just like, other boys do it. They call their moms. I was just like, I said, it makes me a little sad. He's like, well, I do it. I'm like, no, okay, no. It's not the same when I ask you to do it.
It's not the same if you got a bag.
I think he feels like when I ask him and then it's like 3 days later and he calls me, I think he feels like that's on his own.
Yeah.
He didn't remember that accident. He does remember, but then he feels like that, it's on his own. But
yeah. I think it's his idea. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
But yeah, so this will be interesting this summer when they're both home. They've been both home, obviously, but this summer will be his first time from college back home.
That's an interesting
So we're going to have to deal with I've been out of the house. I've been coming in whenever I want to. I don't need a curfew. All the things. I know people have all mixed ideas about curfews and stuff. And, finally I think we came to the realization this past year, I have to know where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And, I kind of feel like 2 and 3 o'clock is well beyond a good time for him to come home.
Yes.
But he has he has concerts that start like at midnight. So.
Midnight, yeah.
But anyway, we'll have to deal with that again this summer because, yeah, they think they're just, I'm an adult. I don't have to have rules. Even though I'm back in my parents' house.
Yes, they do.
So,
They do.
And my daughter, I mean, they're two, they're completely different. So she just doesn't go out as much as he does.
Right.
He's like, yeah, it's going to stress me out, that kid. He already does stress me out at school. Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
I mean, they're at school, you have no say over anything. You don't even know what they're doing.
Right.
So, like, then they come home, they think they can still do
Yeah.
what they did at school, which I guess is what we already said. But,
Well, yeah, but, I mean, did you feel that with your girls? Did they kind of, or did they go, I mean, did they come back, like, what did they do? They went, or they stayed, yeah,
yeah. Well, when my oldest went to college, she, I hardly ever heard from her, like, for a little while. I don't remember how long it was, but it was a while. It was maybe close to the first year or so. I mean, like, yeah, she would call or she would text, but she was out doing her thing, like I said, making friends, doing the thing, whatever she did.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
And, and I would have to say, I need a sign of life, please, but, I mean, well, she didn't really spend a whole lot of time at home during the summers. She usually stayed with her friends, like, back where she grew up, and she would get a job there and stuff. So, she would come visit us, but she didn't come home a lot during the summers. And then, as she progressed in college, like, she had apartments, so she didn't really need to, come home as much. So, yeah, but I mean, they didn't get any trouble. Now, my second one went to college. She was a lot like that. She was a lot like, she didn't call me or text me a lot, but she did more than the oldest. But then she found the love of her life, and that was that. No, she was still pretty good about communicating with me. But yeah, it's a whole different ballgame. You have to learn to let go and let them do life, but then be like, hey,
we're still here.
I'm still here.
We're your mom.
I mean, did you forget me? The person that raised you for 18 years, 20 years.
I know, yeah.
But anyway, yeah. And then,
but it's good. That's what we want them to do.
Yeah.
It's just, it's hard, though, it's hard to figure out, because then that kind of leads into, like, what our roles are after. I mean, I know you still have one at home, but, like, it's like, what is your role after your kids have gone? And side note, I can't really see you. You need to turn that thing. No, our audience can't see your face.
They don't need to see my face.
Just quick.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, much better. Look at that. I know y'all wanted to see your face. But anyway, yeah, just trying to figure out what the roles are. Especially if, like, you've been at home the whole time. I mean, even if you haven't been at home the whole time, but I mean, if you've only been at home the whole time, like moi, for the most part, kind of just, I don't know, just finding what my thing is. What am I going to do? Well, and there's other stuff about, other stuff, but yeah, just finding, like, okay, now what's going to keep me busy?
Yeah.
Like, does anyone need me? And it's such a common thing, because they're it.
Yeah.
For
they're
a lot of
world.
people. I mean, for most, I would say, for probably, I'm generalizing, but I would say for most moms, probably, but, yeah. They are our world. So.
And it's hard to shift. I know it's hard for them to shift too, I guess.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hard for me to shift. I was ready to be gone. But you know, when I grew up.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's hard. It's hard to figure out, you know, how you transition from mom, who they need everything from, to guidance person, to eventually friend, which is where I'm at with the older ones now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, we do still talk about things like, I guess, guidance type things. Like they ask my opinion about things, but they have their shit together much more than I did at their age. So, but yeah, I think it's hard. It's hard knowing which one of those stages you're in. Very hard. Like as you know, when my middle one, when she moved away from me and didn't need me as much and all that kind of stuff, like I was kind of used to that from the oldest one already. Like she was just like, Mom, get off my back, you know. But she's always that's just her personality.
Yeah.
That's just her personality. It doesn't mean we don't love each other. It just means that's her personality, and she just doesn't want a whole lot of interference. But then, you know, when my second one moved away, and you know, I started realizing she doesn't need me that much, and blah 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 blah. You know, that was really tough. And then I realized neither one of them needed me like I needed them. Did I say that right? They didn't need me like I needed them, and so there's a lot of tears, but you know. Anyway, we made it. We made it. I know I still get on their nerves, but especially with my, you know, parenting advice, I'm trying not to throw it at them too much, but you can't help sometimes. Just in my mouth, just, you know, it does what it wants to do.
I know. I don't think that ever stops. I mean, but it's hard. I mean, I'm not doing it as much, but I'm just thinking of both of my parents who I have seen, you know, this weekend, wanting to give me advice, not really about the kids, but just to me about my life. And I caught my mom just like, okay, I'll stop. I'm like, thank you.
Thanks.
I mean, because even as old as I am, I mean, I'm not old, I'm not saying old, but you know what I mean, grown, adult, those are my parents, so they're always going to be my parents. Like, they're still, you know, caring about me and wanting this and that and the other, and so I don't think it really ever stops, but I don't know, it's just different.
Yes. And then like you said, whenever they move out, your kids move out, then you have to figure out who you are, you know, what you want to do while you're adjusting to them being gone and your new role with them. And it's a lot. It can be a lot. It can be very, I don't know, sad? I don't know what the word is, but it can be
it can be sad.
a lot to deal with, a lot to, you know, process.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next time, hopefully.
I mean, and we can talk about this again. We appreciate you guys.
Yes.
Thanks for all the love so far, and
that's it.
I think that's about it.
So till next time.
Ciao.
Peace.
Yeah.
Be unserious.
Yeah, don't be too serious.